A land of deep, ancient magic, immense mineral wealth, and abundant opportunities for mischief. Welcome to Adventures in Erethin. We enter Erethin at a time in history when post-traumatic stress disorder has finally been recognized by leading psychologists. Welcome back to Erethin. This is a rogue, a monk, and a cat. I'm your Dungeon Master, Marco, and I'm joined today by our rogue,
Torax,
our monk,
Althea,
and our cat.
Felix Staphylosis, a very wet cat who's not liking it.
Not one bit. Let's do a quick recap of what happened last episode. So you guys were aboard the Osprey when it, we came under attack by some other ships. Did not end well for the Osprey. You guys fought valiantly, and things looked like they were going your way until the opposite of a Deus Ex Machina, which we've decided is called a Diabolus Ex Machina, fell down from the sky and rained hell upon your ship. You guys were all restrained as the rest of the crew was executed. Captain Wentworth was executed as well, right in front of Felix.
Literal tears.
Yeah, you guys didn't hear that, but it was emotional. Yeah, on the other side of the mics. Just before he died, however, he did leave a crumpled up piece of paper for Felix, which Felix managed to grab before they went off the ship, and someone dropped a silver badge in front of Sam, which he also picked up before the ship exploded due to the excess gunpowder on board, hurling you guys out. That is where we are now. So, big explosion, you guys are being hurtled off the ship. What I would like everyone to do, I'm going to roll some damage for the explosion, and we're going to see if any of you go unconscious.
If any of us are still alive, that's what you're saying.
How many hit points are you guys on at the moment?
11.
6.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to roll some dice. I'm going to be rolling 3d6 for the explosion damage, and we're going to see. I could roll 3 ones, and you guys could all be fine.
We could also
Dexterity save first, and then.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, what?
Can we do a dex save?
A
If
dex
we
save.
dove off to see if
We dove off in
can-
time.
Yeah.
Or we only get hit by some of the debris, so we only take half.
We can take it with disadvantage. It's just like,
This is a big ass ship that's exploding, and you guys have just managed to grab the things you needed to grab and dive off there as quickly as possible. There really is no avoiding an explosion in the middle of the ocean. It's not like you can dive behind the corner of a corridor or quickly this ship is exploding. Anyway, so I've rolled damage. Each of you take 9 damage.
I'm unconscious.
So
So I
I'm the
think
only one.
I don't
Althea
know
and
this way.
Torax. So you guys aren't dead or anything.
No.
When-
We're in the water.
When you get to 0 hit points, you fall unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. So essentially, what's going to happen? You guys make what's called death saving throws.
I don't
Um,
have any spell slots left.
Cool. You guys make death saving throws, and if you guys fail 3 of those death saving throws, you die.
So you're gonna kill off somebody, is what you're saying.
But if you succeed on 3 death saving throws, then you're fine. You're stabilized. So you're still at 0 hit points, but you're not going to die. You're just going to be unconscious for a while. Okay, so let me just double check the initiative order here. Felix is top of the initiative order. So you guys get blasted off the ship. You'll go thunking into the water with splashes as like bits of debris and burning bits of sail are raining down around you. Massive cloud of smoke is going into the air from both the cannons that were firing before and now this big explosion. Okay, you guys are all in water. Felix, what are you doing?
I'm gonna look for something to hold on to, something that's big enough to hold my weight.
Yep, there is tons of debris floating around.
Cool, I'm gonna
around
just
you.
clamber up on top of that.
Cool. You do see that these two are unconscious. Is there anything you would like to do about that?
I don't think there is much I could do.
You don't want to maybe, make sure that they're not face down in the water? Something like that?
I
Just
don't,
like literally anything?
Like size-wise, I don't think I could stop either of them at the same time. And I'm out of spell slots,
Probably
but yeah,
worse.
by all means, I'll do a medicine check on Althea.
Okay, so you swim over to Althea. Like, you guys are pretty close by because you all got blasted off from the same point of the ship. I'm just going to roll to see if Althea is on her back or on her front. Actually, you can roll for this if you
Yes.
want. Just give me a d20 roll. If it's 9 or lower, you can be face down. If it's 10 or above, you can be face up.
18.
Cool, you're face up. So you're floating on your back. You can like clamber up onto her and
Don't do that.
You're
You're
my
gonna
little
sink
sailboat.
me.
I guess, I don't know, mouth to mouth or however you want to.
I'm gonna jump up and down on her chest.
It's like, whoop.
Okay, so give me a medicine check.
What's medicine under?
Wisdom, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an 11.
Oh, cool. It's only a DC 10 medicine check to stabilize someone.
Oh,
so
cool.
you're automatically stabilized. You're still unconscious, but
So-
you are stabilized. So you are not going to die.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
However,
Next in the initiative order is Torax. So Torax, you can also give me a roll to see if you're face up or face down. You're so face down.
Is he sinking?
He's not sinking, but like your head's under there. You've got
let's just say I'm head down. My feet are like above.
yeah, like,
It's like-
you've got like we've established you've got like a badass kind of Assassin's Creed style coat. It's so waterlogged right now. Okay, so you're face down. Give me a death saving throw. So that's also just a d20 roll. 10 or above is good. Did you just roll a nat one?
Okay, you need to get rid of that dice.
That's a bad this.
2 nat ones. Okay.
Oh, God.
A nat 1 on a death saving throw
Is that 2
means
failures?
2 failures.
If you roll another failure, you're dead.
You're dead.
Not yet,
Shit.
not yet.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't
not
roll it.
yet.
Oh.
Goodness.
That was a good roll, but don't roll yet.
Save the good rolls, man. Whew.
Alrighty.
Okay. Everyone else is either dead or unconscious in the initiative order, so we're gonna go back to Felix.
Yeah, I'll swim over first of all. Yeah, I guess try and turn him over and
Cool. Give me a medicine check. No pressure or anything.
7
Okay, that's
What's
a failed
your-
medicine check.
plus 1.
Okay, back to Torax. Torax, give me a death save. What'd you get? Torax is dead.
There you go.
It's not even been 10 minutes.
Torax is fully dead.
See, if you had given me my spell slots, I could have like cure wounds him. Wow. No. What are we gonna do? Should we start again? Or should we start again?
He had a cursed dice, so I mean,
2 nat ones.
that's
Oh,
crazy.
that's so bad. shit. Okay, well this was a fun little
Okay, everybody
bit of
crack
flavor. Okay. Cool. Can you guys give me just like 5 minutes? Okay, we're back. I've had a bit of a look in my notes and the books and such. Here's what's gonna happen. Torax, you're fully dead, man. I'm sorry, you're dead.
Dead.
So you are. The explosion has kind of like torn your body apart a bit. There are bits of like splinters in your back and burn marks from the explosion and such. You're face down in the water as you stare into the dark, infinite abyss, feel this pain of the explosion, and you try to hold on, but it's just too much. You see kind of the water redden around you as you bleed into it, and that is the last thing Torax sees before he dies. And Torax is fully dead. Felix is still next to him. Felix? What are you gonna do?
Can I try to resuscitate him?
Torax is dead.
Yeah, but people die all the time. People die all the time and get brought back to life, so I'm assuming I can't.
You don't have the ability to bring people back to life as a tiny little wet cat.
Actually, turns out I'm really thin.
So, give me a perception check to see whether or not you realize that he's actually dead rather than just unconscious.
Not one.
No idea.
Wake up, buddy. Come on, wake up.
Oh, that's so sad.
Like the Lion King.
Oh yeah, that movie didn't emotionally scar anyone. That's fine. So you stabilized Althea. You're sure that Torax is unconscious, but it's fine. His coat is very waterlogged and kind of weighing his body down. So if you don't remove that coat soon, his body's probably going to sink.
Okay, yeah, I'll try and do that.
Okay, yeah, just give me a really low DC. I don't know, what would that be, a dexterity?
Dexterity,
Yes.
sleight of hand.
The strength.
If you're proficient in sleight of hand, you can do that.
It can be a stealth check.
A charisma check.
Okay, dexterity. What's that? 12.
Yeah, that's fine. It's really low DC. So you manage to get this coat off of him. You let it go. It sinks into the water and just fully disappears into the gloom. You can flip him onto his back, although that really isn't going to make any difference at this point because I would like to reiterate this. Torax is fully dead.
But none of us know it. Technically.
Yeah, because one person is completely oblivious and just panicking in this obviously terrifying situation. The other one is unconscious. So we'll say that you kind of there's a piece of a chunk of hull essentially floating nearby that you can try to drag both of them onto.
Yeah.
I won't make you roll for that because you can just keep trying. So
Okay.
there's no point rolling for that. You can drag both of them onto the hull, and you're now sitting with an unconscious person and another seemingly unconscious elf. As
Can I take a
the
little break and get some spell slots back?
as
Sure
the sun
can.
begins to set over the distant cliffs of Saeris and night falls. Lit only dimly by the flickering flames of the wreckages around you.
I'd like to look around for other people that are potentially still alive.
You have dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's essentially it's going to become pitch black pretty quickly. But before it does that, before it's just dim light, you can make a perception check. So with your dark vision, you can just do that normally.
Okay, so just roll.
Just roll, yeah.
17.
17, cool. You can't see any people nearby you. You guys were like on the edge of the ship when it exploded, so you guys kind of got launched off. If you remember, the rest of the crew that was still alive was restrained while they were executed, so the explosion didn't really like hurl them away. Everyone else was killed during combat, so you can see a couple of like bodies floating around in the water. It could be that some of them are essentially on their last breaths, but
what about, we did sink that one ship beforehand, and you said there were some survivors. Are any of those still around?
Remember, any of the people that were like fully all right still at the end of the combat went with that airship when they departed. So anyone that could potentially still be like barely alive would just be floating in the water.
So it's a monk, a cat, and a corpse?
A corpse, a monk, and a cat. You gotta get the order right still. Give me a wisdom saving throw. With disadvantage.
4. Okay.
Oh, with 4? Yeah, okay.
2.
Felix's initial thought as he dragged Toraxus on board is like, yes, this is fine. We can fix this. He's gonna be okay. But now sitting there in the dying light and the burning embers of the ship that you've been on for the last 2.5 months, it kind of dawns on you. So just run across the sunset. That things are pretty damn dire, and there doesn't really seem to be a clear way out of this.
I think I'm gonna take this moment to read my fucking note.
Okay, as you're in a full-on panic attack, you, reach for the only thing that you hope can bring you some sort of clarity, and you pull out the note from the pocket of your cloak. And here is
He's been keeping this from me for like a month now.
so it's a crumpled up note that's been burned on some of the edges.
Oh shit.
So, be careful with it. It'll be a bit fragile because of the burning.
Oh, fuck.
What's going on?
It's like, seriously, like half burnt. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it smells nice. It smells like Skittles. Okay,
What's
so...
I can't see what this is.
You told me to commit suicide.
Don't do that. Dead men
we'll
don't
all
talk.
die together and go to the Feywild together. Dearest Mr. Wentworth, I trust that this letter finds you well. Please send my love to Frangelica and the kids. I'm writing to you about a matter of great importance to me. The matter which we discussed some time ago, that particular night at the Captain's Refuge when... Ooh. The Captain's Refuge is a bar in Portsmouth.
Not that Felix knows much about.
Yeah, a Captain's Refuge when Tom was so kind as to relinquish his long-kept bottle of gnomish whiskey. I trust the whiskey did not cloud your memory of the conversation that night. In any case, the whereabouts of the item I was searching for have at long last been made known to me, though the tireless or lineless? Tireless work of my...
Yeah, sorry, the script is a bit difficult to read.
Yeah. So, through the tireless work of my personal wizard, Alvaro Lumiere, currently the item is safe in Jordinia. Obviously, I need... Obviously, I need Sorry, I'm bad at reading things. Obviously, I need to transport the item back home to Vistron, but I would not want to do so myself. I fear that I am already being watched, and any I have no clue what that says. Any and something movement out of Erethan may attract too much attention. Thus, for the sake of keeping a low profile, I would like to hire you and your ship to transport the item for me. Do not do anything differently than normal, and then I'm probably missing a bit. Do not hire
Is that where it's burnt out?
Yeah. Do not hire additional security personnel. Ensure that you stop in the ports, and again missing a bit, which you normally stop at, and make no more haste than you can normally be expected to. Anything that may draw attention should be avoided. And then I'm missing stuff at the beginning of the sentence. Risk, I'm giving you an open check. Name any blank blank yours. Again, blank blank blank. My contact in Jordinia, and they shall have arranged for the blank 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 upon your ship. I believe you've done this business with blank blank blank. Argue the porthouse. Blank blank blank. Forward to seeing you soon, Mr. Wentworth. May Bahamut keep you, and may Baba Yaga not take you this night. Blank friend. And then the signature is gone as well.
Cool.
That took me so long to read.
It's the script is like a sort of a cursive sort of thing, and then it's partially burnt out.
Yeah.
So it's a bit difficult to read. Great. So you read that in the dying light of the day, and night falls. 3 hours later, I'm guessing you're not really going to be doing anything at this point. Okay, 3 hours later, Althea, you wake up. No, it's just when you go unconscious and then you stabilize, you wake up in 1d4 hours. I rolled what happened 3 hours. So you are awake now, floating on this piece of hull.
Okay. I show you the letter. I guess how's everybody else? How's Sir Alex?
I gesture towards him. No words.
I just read the letter.
And you don't say anything about
Let's
Torres?
focus on the letter here.
Don't you have nothing? You can do nothing. Is he dead?
Looks like
Are
it.
you super sure?
I've tried things.
Have you tried praying?
Not really, but my god isn't really a god that resurrects people. Ooh. Putting it out there, you know? Might be a good time to find another god.
Jeez, you don't want to get
What
known as
about your god?
you don't want to get known as a god whore.
Yeah,
I mean, some don't mind. The Greeks don't.
Yeah, they're kind of in an open relationship with their
With
gods.
everyone.
Yeah.
Everything. Okay. Let me read this because and you start praying.
Okay.
Try praying.
Oh, Taliesin, what song of mourning shall I sing?
It's not a prayer.
Give me a religion check.
3.
Yeah, you get nothing.
Yeah, well, no shit.
Your prayer antenna has been damaged.
Oh wow. Nice.
Some call it post-traumatic stress. Okay. So is there anything either of you would like to do?
Yeah,
at the moment?
I hand the letter back and say, this means absolutely nothing to me.
Well, it's the reason that this guy's called.
I would like to. So we're just floating in the middle of the ocean.
Well, you're on a piece of hull, so you're
On
like
a
out of
piece
the water.
hull. Does it look like
Careless.
there's any land nearby?
Yeah, you can see, like on the west, a bit further away, there are the distant cliffs of the islands of Seiris.
Okay.
To the east, closer are kind of the mountains of Erethan.
How far-ish?
It'll be about like 4 kilometers, 4 or 5 kilometers.
That was still the ages for us when.
I think we should try and paddle.
Okay.
You're
Yep.
a cat, right? You can.
Not
Back.
very fond of water, but yeah, sure. We can do this.
With your teeny tiny.
So
claws.
what I'll do is I'll try and look around for like a small piece of like wood or something that could like or shaped.
Or do you just want to like put like your chest on the hull and dangle your legs in the water and do like a Dash from Incredibles?
I mean, I don't know.
Will she be able to use her speed?
I can use my
She's
step of
fast.
the wind to.
Step into the wind?
Would that be effective?
What does step of the wind do?
It's I can spend a key point to take disengage or dash action, and my jump distance is doubled.
Your jump distance.
Yeah, so it does nothing.
And what, you've got like 2 key points?
I have 1 left.
Okay, you can take a big old jump into the water.
Oh, yeah. So.
Okay, so you guys are just gonna like you can grab some paddles, some like
I'm
planks.
gonna look and start paddling towards
you
the
guys can
east.
both do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Towards Erethan. Great.
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys paddle for like a couple of hours, really. Like about an hour and a half-ish into your paddling, you guys spot a little light further on the water.
What kind of light is it?
You can't like tell much about the light. You
Is
can
it
just
a
tell
red
that.
light or
Give me perception checks.
8. No, 10.
10. All you can really see is that it's a light that's just like a little bit above the waterline and is kind of like moving back and forth.
Well, yeah, if it might be a wizard whose dying breath is resurrection.
How far away is
Let's
it?
go.
It's difficult to judge distance in the dark on the ocean when you don't even know how big the thing is.
But it's like, is it in the direction we're going?
Yeah, it's closer to the coast. Not exactly the direction you're going, but it's closer to the coast.
But let's just keep going. You know, nothing much else to lose.
Yeah, let's keep going towards it.
Okay. So you paddle towards the light, making very slow progress on your mist-shaped chunk of hull with your mist-shaped paddles.
We're a misshapen paddle.
As you guys
Who are you
get
talking to?
The voice inside my head.
Okay.
as you guys get a little bit closer, the light sweeps over you briefly.
Might be the lighthouse. Should we stop? Should we carry on?
I think we should go towards it.
Okay. As it sweeps over you, it kind of halts and then sweeps back for a sec, as if trying to look for something that it had just spotted. And then the light lands back on you guys, illuminating you and the water around you.
Oh,
I take my paddle and I wave at it.
Yeah, I wave my little white coat.
And then I start pointing down to the dead body. And I'm just gesturing wildly.
Are you guys gonna say anything, or are you just waving?
I don't know, but can we see anything? Do we just
You
see
can
a
just see
white
the
light?
light. It kind of blinds you.
Like, yeah, so I don't know. How far are they?
How far?
How far
yeah.
is it now?
It's difficult to tell.
Then I'm just saying dead people, how we sunk, and I'll start gesturing like the explosion.
Trying to do like a like a charades thing.
Yes.
You start with
No.
you're like 3 words and movie.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna keep gesturing.
Okay, cool. Great. So you hear a voice call out to you guys. It says, "Hello there."
All sailors
Hello?
sound the same.
Who's there?
Do you need some assistance there?
No, we're fine.
Yes, please.
You don't look fine.
I was being sarcastic.
We're coming over.
Thank you.
And the light comes closer to you guys, and out of the darkness emerges a small little fishing vessel. And you see a couple of halflings on there just paddling furiously to get to you guys.
I love halflings. They're about my size.
I think halflings are bigger. And then before long, they kind of pull up alongside of you guys, and they extend their hands to help you out. You can see that it's like kind of it's like a couple like a bit beyond middle age, kind of graying hair and everything, and they extend their tiny little hands to pull you guys aboard. So they help you guys up, and then the guy says, "What's that there?" And he looks at Torax's totally dead corpse. Again, Torax is fully dead.
The voice keeps saying in my mind that he's fully dead, but with a cat will believe you. I feel like, well, I'll say to the halfling, I'm like, well, you so happen to be in an oopsie of a ship, and
Is that boy breathing there?
That's debatable.
I'm no doctor, so I cannot say.
Yeah, he has not been officially declared dead.
Do you have any like healers or clerics or
They kind of look
How
at
does
each
it
other.
seem?
a druid?
Give me guys. Can you guys give me an insight check?
Yeah.
Not to.
That's where am I? 9.
9. You just see they quickly glance at each other and they say, perhaps we should just get him back to the shore and we'll assess what's happened. So he nods at Dawn. He says, "Angela," and they kind of clamber onto the piece of hull, and then laboriously, as gently as they can, they lift Torax's totally dead corpse.
Thorax is thorax.
And drag him onto the ship. It kind of like sways as he drags his weight onto the side and then settles. It's a small ship. There's not much room on it, but you can tell it's like a fishing vessel. So there's enough room for you guys all to cram on there. But they lay Torax down in the middle, like in the crease of the hull, and then they begin rowing back. The little halfling woman turns to you guys and says, "What happened out there? We saw the explosion and we thought we'd come as quick as we can."
Thank you for that. Well, we were just on a boat, a ship, some might say, when all of a sudden, just pirates and airships and krakens, and it was
Krakens!
I think there were like 2 krakens at least.
Yes.
It was
And
crazy.
That's
fought them
terrifying.
off, and we were very brave.
We were absolutely brave.
Actual Krakens!
And
Yeah.
nobody started crying.
It was traumatic. It came out, it ate half of the ship, or half of the pirate ship, and we made it out alive, but also there was a guy who came from the heavens, but he was not an angel, and he just shot everybody.
That's a wild story.
Very much not an ASMR.
Give me a deception check about the Kraken.
Can I do 2?
Well, she's the one that's saying Kraken.
7. Not have any deception.
I'll roll insight checks for them. That's a 16 from Angela and a 9 from what's his name? Garland. So they just kind of look at you, but they can tell that even if there hasn't been a Kraken, you guys have obviously been through a very traumatic experience, so they don't try to call you out on it or anything. There's a barrel on the stern of the ship, and Angela hops up and says, "Oh, almost forgot." And she goes to the barrel and she pulls out some towels and some like warm cloaks and stuff and wraps it around you guys.
Thank you so
And she leans down next to Torax and kind of has a look at him and checks for a pulse and listens for any sort of sound of breathing and she doesn't find anything. And then kind of subtly, very discreetly looks up at her husband and just kind of shakes her head. And they grab a cloak and just put it over Torax's body. And kind of just look nervously at the both of you guys as well.
This is not a great position to be in, I'll be honest with you. This is so fun.
D&D is fun, guys. It's a fun game where you get together with your friends and have a bit of light-hearted, like...
Traumatic experiences.
I like that.
Yeah.
So like how long have we been
Is there anything you guys want to do while you're on the road? Otherwise, I'll just kind of skip to when you guys get to the
I want to
shore.
take a short rest.
I'd like to take a long rest.
Well, how long do you like?
Well, we established that it had taken like several hours for
Yeah.
it to get here, so you have enough time to take a long rest because
Oh,
elves
yeah.
only need 4 hours
Then
to
I'll
meditate.
take a long rest.
Felix, you don't have time for a full long rest. You can take a short rest.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Just take a short rest. You can get back your health. Althea, with that long rest, you'll be fully recovered and everything. Cool. So you're just going to meditate on the ship.
Yeah.
The halflings are going to quietly row back. Are you going to say anything to them while they row, or are you just kind of going to keep to yourself for a while?
I think I might as well play Song of Rest.
Song of Rest, what does that do?
You can use soothing music or ornation to help revitalize your wounded allies during a short rest. If you or any friendly creatures who hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 of hit points. So I get to do an extra d6.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, so you guys are you back to full health?
No.
Okay, so I won't send the Kraken that you guys that I was planning on sending.
You can send it. I'm not
These halflings are ready. Okay, and you guys get back to shore as the sun is rising again over the mountains. So in the kind of early morning dawn, these halflings, so they've brought you to a small fishing village. On the way there, they probably would have told you that this village is called Errol.
Arrow, how do you spell that?
Like the owl?
From Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's spelled the same as well. E-R-R-O-L.
Yep.
Is that? Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Like the owl.
Is it named after her?
Isn't it
Is it?
Yeah.
Pretty sure the German wasn't her.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure in the movie you see his big swinging owl dick every time.
Whoa! Keep it PG.
This is not a PG session. A man has died, and owls are just swinging their dicks everywhere as they fly
Wow.
overhead.
You killed him.
I did not kill him.
Sam's just sitting here all sad because of you.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to. We'll get there. Hang in there, buddy. I'm sorry. Okay, and they usher you into their little village. Their little hut. The little house. that kind of sits on top of a hill overlooking the water. It's quite a beautiful house and quite a beautiful view that you guys probably would appreciate more if you weren't so exhausted and traumatized. And they show you guys, they bring you to a spare bed. One bed is big enough to fit both of you because you are tiny. Yes?
Did we lose both the chocolate and the badge, or just the chocolate? With the coat, or was it on the coat?
Did you put the stuff in your coat?
Because I know the chocolate was in the coat.
Chocolate was in the coat.
Okay. I think you probably would have put the badge in like your pocket real quick. So we'll say you have the badge on your corpse. Chocolate is gone.
I'd like to take out the badge and look at it.
Sorry, they bring you to the house and they show you a bed and they get you some blankets and everything and make sure you're warmed up. And then they head back to the boat and they bring back Torax's corpse. They don't bring him into the house where you guys are. There's a little woodshed, and they bring him there, and you hear them kind of whispering furiously amongst each other.
Are they going to put him through the wood chipper?
Oh, wow.
Hoffman, you
It's
can't
how
trust
you
them.
get rid of them.
That's not one nut yard. It makes excellent fertilizer.
Yeah.
So you hear them whispering furiously between them, kind of a hushed argument, and then Angela comes back inside and begins making you guys some tea.
Tea as in the drink, or tea as in dinner?
What?
Drink.
The drink.
We are not British, so
Just checking.
British enough to like tea, not British enough to call food tea.
Okay.
That's where we sit on the level of Britishness.
Yeah, I want to go out and get the badge.
You want to go out and get the badge. As you step out, Angela is kind of like, sit down there, dear. We'll make some tea. Just have a rest, okay?
Okay. Could you show me where the restroom is? I need to wash my paws.
She shows you a little section that's kind of adjoined to the back of the house where they have a sink and everything.
Okay, I'd like to go over there, turn on the tap, start washing my paws, and then sneak out.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
No, with stealth. Okay.
I should point out that
12.
turning on the water essentially consists of, like, they have a little, like a cistern that's above the thing, filled with, like, probably about 10 litres of water, and there's just a little tap that's on there.
And I'm gonna cast Mage Hand behind me to keep making the sounds of washing hands.
Just this one individual spectral hand that's like trying to wash itself, just like contorting around. And
See, when you've got Mage Hand, one hand does not need to wash the other.
It just washes itself.
It's taking a shower.
Give me
as
an
well.
Arcana check to see how well this hand tries to wash itself.
10.
Yeah, it's kind of just like splashing around and like flipping over, but it's you're getting into the little bits between its fingers, and not that this affects anything in any way.
It's very hygienic.
Yeah, it's a spectral hand which just disappears, but yeah.
You need to wash your magic sometimes.
Did you do that stealth check?
Yeah.
What did you get?
Maybe it was.
Okay, so around 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to do a perception check for Angela. I'm going to do it at disadvantage because she's busy in the water. Oh, it's in that one from Angela.
Nice.
Cool, so you slip out unnoticed. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna go to his still alive body.
Yep, his fully alive body. Yep.
Yeah, and just check his pockets.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
17.
Okay, so you for sure find the badge. Torax, what else would you have had in your pockets? Not your coat pockets, because your coat is gone. What would you have?
Not much.
Some knives, maybe?
Everything else is in my backpack.
Okay, so there's nothing really that would be on your body?
Oh, maybe
I
some
have-
gold?
Yeah, I have the.
You're gonna lose his corpse?
You have the 15 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll take those.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
No love.
you probably have like maybe even say 5 of those on his
Okay.
his body. Cool, stealing from your friend, great. Your dead friend, who is fully dead.
I'm just boring.
So when you get to him, you also notice that the other halfling man is not there.
Okay.
Okay. So you search around, you find the badge, you find some gold. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I don't have any spell slots back, do I?
Uh,
Or did my
what you
my mental breakdown level me up to the next level?
do bards recover spell slots on short rests or
No.
just on rest?
Just like-
Yeah, I think you'll have to rest
Okay.
a bit before you get your spell slots and you can take that level up. Okay, so is that it?
Yeah.
Cool. So you're going to try to sneak back into the house?
Yeah.
Give me another stealth check.
14.
Angela hears you as you come back inside.
I'd like to
And-
pretend like I'm trying to sneak out.
Ooh. Give me a deception check.
Not fucking 20.
There we go.
She just gently puts one of her tiny little halfling hands on your shoulder and just says, "Perhaps you should stay inside.
Oh, what's going on that side?
Just don't worry about that now. Okay, just."
I shed a little tear, and it looks so dramatic.
And she ushers you back into the room and shoves a cup of tea into your hand. And she gives a cup of tea to you as well.
Yeah.
It's
Interesting.
tiny because it's a halfling mug, but
It's actually a thimble.
so you're like, where are you in their little house at the moment?
Well, I probably would have just walked into the kitchen area.
Okay, when we say walked, we do mean
Crawled.
crawl because they
Yeah.
are halflings, and we've established
Yeah.
that you are exceptionally tall.
Yeah. I'll just like kind of, like scooch my way into wherever.
Cool. So you're just
Yeah.
like sitting with your knees up to your chin,
Yeah,
Just
with this
tryna-
little cup and
just trying to make yourself
You
as small
know.
as possible.
making small talk.
Because you're trying to make yourself small too. This is funny.
Yeah, see, this is a funny, light-hearted game where everything is fine.
Quality. Pure
Um,
quality.
You guys wait about half an hour with Angela just kind of nervously sitting at the dining room table, just kind of drumming her fingers on the table nervously, just glancing out the window, staring at each other. She just absent-mindedly is drinking tea. She refills her mug from the teapot and just kind of keeps pouring until it overflows. And then suddenly notices when it begins dripping off the table and onto her leg, and she's like, "Oh,
I'd like to try and check what kind of tea this is.
Make a tea check.
Is she
Give
drugging
me-
us?
an investigation check."
12.
This is chamomile tea.
Oh, I hate chamomile.
That's supposed to be like a relaxing tea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Felix is mildly disgusted.
It makes you sleep.
He asks for honey multiple times.
She just absent-mindedly stares out the window and says, "Yes, of course, dear." But like never gets up to get it for you or anything. So half an hour later, the door opens again, and she very quickly gets up, and the halfling man comes back in, and with him, there's a human who kind of stoops to get in, and he's covered in robes and everything, and they sit down at the dining room table, and they all look at each other, and they look at you guys, and gesture you over to the little dining room table, where they all sit down. So this guy, he's got like this dark black hair that falls in curls onto his shoulder, and this kind of pointed, like he's got like quite a pointed chin and a beard that comes to a sharp point at the end, and these dark eyes, and he looks at all of you guys and surveys the scene, and he says, "Well, I've looked outside. I've seen the subject. Are you guys aware of what's going to happen? Are you aware of the risks?"
I'm very uneducated when it comes to this, so
Right, so you haven't reached a decision then?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He looks back at the halfling and he says, "Right, well, I assumed you would have consulted them before you came and fetched me. All right, your friend out there, I can bring him back."
He's dead.
I'd like to do a perception check to see if this man sparkles in the sunlight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Give me a perception check.
7.
As he came in, you saw the glint of some eyeglasses that he was just putting into his coat pocket. But you didn't see the eyeglasses, you just saw the glint, and you're just thinking, "Holy shit, this guy sparkles in the sun."
Are you a vampire, sir?
Like you've cracked the case.
Are you a vampire?
He looks over at you and says, "What?"
Are you a vampire?
I just pat Felix on the head and like, he's been through a lot. So, when you say you can bring him back,
Right, well, he won't be like before.
what will he be like?
Resurrection is a tricky thing that not many people can do, but I can make his corpse walk again.
Now, when you say walk,
Will it be like shambling, or will it be swaggering along?
I mean, I sort of work out the kinks with each iteration. So like last time, like it was kind of shambling at first. I've got it to kind of just like a quick limp. I'll do the best I can, but you know.
Will you be able to speak?
Very limited speech.
Are you gonna make him into a zombie?
What? Don't use that word.
Are you gonna make him into a Z word? A Z word.
That's actually super offensive. I'm gonna let it slide because you guys probably don't know much, and you just think like, oh, it's fine to just like throw those kind of words around. But it's actually really offensive to people in my community. So I'd appreciate it if you like don't like. I'm really chill, and like I'm gonna let it slide, but other people might not be so chill about it. So just don't say things like that, okay?
I just sip my tea
If
Roll for sass. Add your charisma modifier to that.
I have 0.
I want to ask him if you do the thing that you want to do. Is there any way for us later, if we maybe find like I don't know, like an archwizard or something, to turn him back into how he used to be?
Right, that's the thing. Your friend is not going to be like he was, and what I do will never bring him back fully. He'll be a dim shadow of his former self, condemned to live his life, or unlife, bound to his former corpse, but never fully able to grasp what he once was. It will be agony for him.
I'm down.
That being said, if the agony isn't enough of a selling point for you guys, if you guys happen to have the favor of some sort of powerful wizard, I don't know what kind of friends you guys hang out with, yeah, he can bring him back. Like I said, resurrection's a really tricky thing, but, you know, there are people that can do that.
Do you know any people who can do
I
that?
think my dad might
I
know
know
somebody.
of people that can do that.
So you know nothing then.
You should change your name to John.
Also, we don't even know his name.
Yeah, what's your name, John?
I'd rather not say. John's fine.
Okay, cool. Jon Snow then.
You know nothing, John.
I don't understand. Are you guys making a reference to some sort of
No,
thing?
You know, has anyone ever told you, John, that you're kind of a downer?
What?
I mean,
I'm real fun at parties.
which ones? Undead parties?
What would you like to call yourself? What is it that you do? What is your profession?
I think he's a necromancer.
But is that the politically correct term to use? He's a life bringer. You're a life bringer, right?
I mean, that's not entirely
Unlife
accurate,
bringer?
but
He's an unlife bringer.
You're an unlife bringer.
I kind of just like to think of myself as like a healer, but
Late.
like when healers arrive too late, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very dedicated though.
John, I have a question for you, because clearly you're super powerful, right? I can just sense that.
Yeah.
You know, one to another.
Yeah, wouldn't want to cross me in a dark alley, would you?
No way. So you were mentioning agony and all that kind of stuff, right? And personally, I have no problem with putting other people through agony. It's great.
Great.
Yeah, like
So we've reached a decision then.
No.
Oh, okay.
I just put my hand on his knee. It's like, calm down, son.
Just calm down. I don't suppose you have a way to maybe speak to the dead?
I just usually bring them back.
Well, because maybe Torex doesn't want to come back like that.
Yeah, that's fully up to you guys now.
Yeah,
so.
but so I'm asking.
Like, my dad probably knows a guy.
I should also add that the toll of living in your old corpse is really mentally exhausting. So if he stays in there too long, he'll probably just descend into madness and never recover.
Wasn't he already mad?
I feel like he was.
Right? He took my
Oh,
chocolate.
good. So there's no problem then.
To be fair, he does look really anguished anyway.
I don't think madness is that kind of thing where like it just you double down on it. I think if he was already insane, then like what's the worst that could happen?
I like
yeah,
this.
actually, in fact, the madness might cancel each other out.
Yeah,
How
that's
far is
interesting.
this room from here?
This run? Oh, it's only a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes about a week. It takes about a week for them to fully descend into madness. So,
Yeah.
what, you know someone in this run?
Yeah, my daddy's down in this room.
Oh, okay. When you say daddy, is that right?
Called it.
Okay, so
John, this is not any of your concern.
what I'll do is I'll purposely turn myself, like my back to John, and like whisper to Felix, so what's our plan? What are we
I
gonna
can
do?
fully hear you guys, but if you guys just want like
John,
a
can
moment
you please
alone,
shut up?
I can just go outside and wait there.
Just stay there, John.
Okay, I will be able to hear everything you guys say then.
I just fully turn my back now
Just in
and
the,
pick Felix up. And
just in the entrance of honesty. I don't want you guys to like be misled.
We get it,
but-
John. We get it.
John,
Okay,
we
great.
get it.
But calm
We're
down.
this is a private conversation now, John.
Okay, that's great. I am eavesdropping on you.
You
But
can't
go
stop
ahead.
speaking at any point.
I'm sorry.
So, Felix, what do you think we should do?
I think we should get him to my dad, and I think the best way to get him to my dad is with him walking, because I'm not going to carry him.
I was thinking that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it for free. In fact, you can pay us to.
We are doing you a favor. Have a test subject.
I know a lot of necromancers, high up ones. They're kind of far away now. That's why we're talking to you, John. And I have no clue what that meant.
Okay.
So, by you doing us this favor and giving us money for doing it, I can guarantee you that your name, whatever your name is, will
John.
become. Oh, it's not that, John. Just. Just keep going.
Wait, what were you pointing at?
I'll just monologue to John.
Wait, sorry, Emily, what were you pointing at?
You know.
Yeah.
And your name will be like super famous among necromancers, and you'll get so many gigs.
Right, so just to clarify what we're talking about here, I'm gonna do this huge favor for you guys, and in return, you guys are gonna pay me in exposure.
Yes.
Exactly.
But you know what? The thing is, it's not a favor. You're actually.
This is a learning experience.
I mean,
Okay.
it sounds very selfish when you say favor.
Who of you two has the best
Deception?
charisma?
You me.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
No, but
Because-
that's not. I'm aiding her.
Okay, sure. That can cancel out the disadvantage,
So just
but
one
it's still a very high DC.
I think I'm going to use my lucky dice. Plus 17.
That is not enough.
Oh.
This guy goes.
Oh wait, is that deception or persuasion?
persuasion?
Bitch, I got a 19.
DC 20.
What?
This guy.
I love
This guy turns to you guys and he goes, yeah, fully fuck you guys. The gig economy is like really hard as is, and like artists like myself are really
I give
like
him a
having
gold.
a really tough time. I'm gonna need you guys.
I'm gonna give you this to shut up.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to like fully give me 50 gold.
I'm gonna need you to make our friend alive again, or I will. I don't know, what do I do?
I will kill you.
I will flurry of blows you.
Cool. Well, like I kind of had written in my diary that I would go to the tavern today and sit in a shady corner and stare menacingly at people. So if you guys aren't going to cooperate, I'm just going to go do that right now.
How much gold do you have?
I have 10. I do not have a lot.
With the Taurux's, I have 30. So that's like,
That's not true.
I had 25 gold before.
Didn't you start with like 45?
Oh shit, yeah, because I'm a noble.
Oh, so you have enough. Okay, here's what we'll do, John, right? We will give you 30 gold, because honestly, won't even tell us your name, so this is really bad customer
It's really
service.
shady.
We don't know if we can trust you even.
What if the product is faulty?
Yeah, so I guess if I don't get to the tavern fast enough, my shady spot is going to be taken. So do we have a deal or not? Like, do you know
Yeah,
how...
just push him the
We have
50
it.
gold.
Yes, just go do it. Go do
Right.
it.
There's like a huge line of shady figures that
Can
want
you-
to sit in
Can you
taverns.
stop talking and just go do the?
Yeah, you see, most taverns around here have a policy of like
Do it.
one shady figure per tavern, otherwise it kind of
take
loses
the bag
potency.
of gold
so-
and stuff
Oh
it in
yeah,
his
okay,
mouth.
thank you. He takes the bag of gold out and he's like, "Thank you for the gold, but like once again, fully just fuck you." And he walks out. And
I'd
his
like
footsteps go
to.
around to the woodshed.
I'd like to claw at his heels as he's leaving.
And as he walks out, I would like to say, "Nobody likes zombies," something like that.
Okay, you claw at his leather boots. You say nobody likes zombies. I'm gonna give him a perception check to see whether or not he heard that. He did hear that. And he just glares at you.
We paid you money. Is an extra 5 for expediency or what?
He snaps his fingers. And what's your AC?
17.
You take 16 points of damage, necrotic damage,
Uh,
as he casts inflict wounds on you.
Did you
Yeah,
add
yeah.
your? Because you leveled up.
Oh, I haven't leveled up yet. So, have I leveled up?
Yeah, you've leveled up now.
Yeah, 'cause you
You're
look-
level
took
3
the
now.
right
Okay. So then,
It's
what
just
what
plus
did you
5.
plus?
So you're
Plus
on
your
four.
constitution modifier as well.
Oh.
So then plus 6. So okay. So what?
You're on
21 then.
5
Cool, so you're
now.
still up.
So I'm on 5. I'm still alive.
Cool. So he casts that on you, and then he walks around to the woodshed, and you begin him, like you hear him begin muttering and going about.
I'd like to follow him.
You just want to stand there and watch him work?
I'd like to just.
Like,
Drink
you
more
know
tea.
when you have a plumber over and you just have to be there? It's the law.
You walk over to where he's standing. His cloak has kind of been blown to the side by the wind, the coastal wind, and you just see his like plumber's crack as he's crouched over Torax, and just like mumbling and waving his hands over his body all mysteriously, and then he pauses his chanting, and he turns to you and says, "Oh, by the way, if he wakes up and just starts shouting, kill me, please kill me, this is agony, I don't want this, you never should have brought me back."
I've got some blood it's fine.
Yeah, like that's totally normal. Okay, don't worry about that. And he finishes his spell, and Torax's eyes shoot open, this milky white, kind of glazed over look. And he inhales this rattling breath. Cool. And the guy says, "Great, Torax, you said that was his name, right? Torax, can you hear me?" And he like clicks his fingers around your ears, listening for responses. "Great, he can't hear me, that's fantastic." And he kind of keeps mumbling again, like waving his hands around, and says, "Torax, can you hear me?" He like clicks his fingers, and he kind of sees the stimulus of you like responding. He says, "Oh, that's better." And he says, "Torax, can you see how many fingers am I holding up?" And he holds up a number of fingers. Give me a perception check with disadvantage, Torax.
Oh, that's good. 16.
Okay, cool.
Perception? Your perception? Yeah. Is it 1?
So it's
17.
No, it's actually 19 and 22.
Cool. So he says, "How many fingers am I holding up?" He holds up a number of fingers, and in this like rasping breath, you tell him how many fingers he's holding up. Oh, it's actually 3. It's close enough, right?
It was for you just quickly put him down. Is a thumb really a finger?
And he turns back to you guys and says, "Should I try to just sharpen up his vision a bit? I've got a couple of extras here."
Extra what?
He extracts this bag from his cloak, and he like you hear
Is
this
it
rattling
eyeballs?
sound, and he just has this like extends his palm, and you just see a couple of eyeballs rolling around.
Oh, can you give him like differently colored eyes? Do you have purple there?
Purple's sort of a rare color.
So
not a
what
lot
colours
going
do you
around
have?
these days. Oh, I've got like a milky green, sort of a glazed over blue, mishappen brown,
It sounds like they're doing that to you.
decaying grey.
Decaying grey looks
numbered.
Says, "Right, so I'm just going to swap over one of these and just see if we can tighten things up a bit." And he just sort of like plucks out one of your eyeballs. You feel no pain from this whatsoever. And then he puts in another eyeball and he says, "Right, Torax, can you look at this piece of paper for me?" And he like quickly nails up a piece of paper on the side of the woodshed. It's got like some letters on it. He says, "Right, okay, please look. Can you just look at that and concentrate? Thank you very much. Now, which one looks better? Number 1?" And he like pops out your eyeball, shoves in another eyeball, or number 2. You want to see number 1 again? And he pops out your eyeball, puts in the old one again. Number 1 or number 2.
Is number 1 my old eyeball?
They're both new eyeballs.
What are the colours there?
There's the like they're all decayed and milky, but like green, blue, brown, grey.
The second one.
Okay, so you got a blue eye. What colour are Torax's eyes naturally?
Orange.
Orange, right? Okay, so you've got one orange eye and one blue eye now. This is great. You don't need this old eye, do you? And he begins to like get ready to like throw it over his shoulder.
I'll take that.
Oh, you wanna keep it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep
Okay.
it.
I usually like to salvage
No,
the
just
strap
give me
ons.
the eye. Thank you.
We'd like to keep all of them.
Yeah.
And he gives you the eyes. And
I
throwing in a free eyeball, though. So really, you guys should. That exposure.
As you do that, I just grab the eyeball and just take my eyeball out and just swap it back and say, you can have this back, and throw it at you.
Oh, okay. Well,
He doesn't want the other
never
eyeball.
mind. You can just have your
He's very temperamental.
That's fine. And okay, so Torax, you are not alive, but you are a zombie now. Yeah, you're undead. That's fun. You're not quite as fast and dexterous as you were before. You are undead though, so there's that.
What does that mean?
It means he's not dead. He's undead.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay, and so you guys stand on the hill overlooking the ocean. This tall copperhead monk, tiny little cat next to her that's stained with blood, and this
Decaying corpse.
well, not quite decaying, but
Not yet.
but this like pale white corpse that's still clothes stained in blood and partly torn apart, just kind of staring out over the ocean as dawn breaks and a new day begins. And this guy says, "Right, well, I'm just gonna head off then. See if I can still find that spot in the tavern.
What tavern are you going to?
Oh, there's literally only one tavern in this village. It's a tiny village. Cool. Pleasure doing business with you guys. See ya." And he just kind of, disappears that way with his coat billowing behind him.
I hope I never see that guy again. He was the worst.
Torax, do you want to carry me while I sleep and we make our way to this one?
I think that's probably will end this episode actually. With you guys just standing on that hill overlooking the ocean. And we'll pick up again next time. Cool. See, everything is fine. This is a totally light-hearted episode where nothing bad happened. No one missed out on playing the game. Everything was fine. Everything went perfectly according to plan.
Oh, God.
Just to give you guys a bit of an understanding of what I wanted to happen right at the beginning there, it was essentially just a bit of flavor of like, oh, maybe like one, maybe two of you will get knocked unconscious, and then there'll just be a bit of like, oh, what are you gonna do? You're gonna like drag people in the ship, like, I just want to see how you guys are gonna react, and we role play to the situation, but no one will die, it's just like,
You
just like how-
underestimate.
Just a little bit of fun.
it's just like a quick bonding exercise.
You
between you guys.
overestimate level 2.
Those dice, 2 nat 1s in a row,
Oh.
that's honestly insane.
Yeah.
We need to burn that dice.
Those are my dice.
We should definitely burn
They're
them.
still dead.
Just give them to me so I can roll nat 1s on all the attacks against
Yes,
you
swap with
guys.
him.
Okay, so yeah, we'll pick up again next time. In the meantime, you guys can check out our Instagram page.
Adventures in Eartham.
Yep, or you can just search Erytham to find us as well. That's ERRITHUM.
Or you can send us an email on erytham.podcast@gmail.com.
Tell us about how much I fucked up.
A lot.
Tell me why this is never a good idea. Never underestimate or never overestimate your players. Is there anything else you guys want to plug before we head off?
No. Pretty good.
Shout out to D&D Beyond. Honestly, they're not sponsoring us or anything,
Yeah.
but Carmen's using
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond on her iPad,
Yes.
and it's really handy.
It really is.
No more lost character sheets or anything like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for listening to this terrifying episode of A Rogue, a Monk and Cat, and I'll see you guys next episode. Bye.
Bye.